Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to my 100% guide for the 4th mission of Darksiders Genesis, Icebind Cavern. The idea of this video is to show you where all of the collectibles are while finishing the side missions, of which there are technically 3 during this mission. The first 2, Proper Worship and On Ice, are actually side quests. The third one, Close the Rift, is an actual side mission, and you'll get a trophy, Close the Rift, once you complete it. On Ice is the one you'll need to keep an eye on, as you'll need to break out every frozen flea in the mission, and there are 60 of them. Obviously, I'll show you where they all are. The other side quest, Proper Worship, just involves feeding the idol's soul orb, which takes 2 seconds, and of course I'll show you where that is as well. You can see on screen now what we'll be finding during this mission, but I'll also show you where all of the miscellaneous chests are as well. Timestamps for all collectibles and side missions are in the description below as always. Once again, while the game does mark collectibles on the map, once you've actually found the map in each mission that is, they may not be easy to access or totally inaccessible until you've gained certain abilities from later on in the game. You will need to have all abilities to get a couple of things in this mission, so you will have to play up till mission 11 to get the Aether Spark ability and then come back. Once again, I'll let you know where you'll need the extra abilities, and you can just make a note of it and come back later on if you need to. Like the previous video, I'm going to fully narrate this one, as it's going to be easier for me to explain what's going on. Right, that's it for the intro, let's get on with it. Okay, so this is the beginning of Icebind Cavern. The first thing we'll be getting is a small chest, which is just off to the left up these stairs. That, where we started there, is the central point. This is quite a large open area. There's going to be we're going to basically be doing a clockwise circle around the map. So again, we'll show you, this is the circle area, the point you'll be coming back to. And there's the first chest. Essentially what you need to do on this level, which you probably already know if you've already done it, is light these beacons, with which there are 4. And you do that using the blade. Just like that. So that's the first one of those done. And then we're going to head off up north and west, I suppose. We're going to go and get Conversation 1 of 1. Again, conversations aren't needed for anything, but because they're on the map and for the sake of getting everything, I've put it in. We're not going to listen to the conversations, and of course we're going to skip the smaller fights. The boss fight has been left in for anybody who wants to see that, but that's obviously later on. So here's the conversation. Now this is probably the biggest open area in the game that I've experienced so far anyway. And there's a rather annoying bit of back and forth shortly. So this is the first group of frozen fleas. I think there are 9 here. I've broken them down into groups because it's not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how many's in each group, but there are only certain groups of them. So you can see here, you run them all through, and they're going to break 9 of the 60 needed for the On Ice trophy. Not trophy, sorry, the On Ice side mission or task. So that's all of those. I think all you actually need to do is break them out. You don't necessarily need to kill them, but you will be killing them anyway. So there you go. Now we get small chest, which is going to be up here. We're going to try and light these on the way up. These torches, whatever they are. Can be a bit weird with the levels. You can see there, you kind of have to walk up and down a bit to get the levels right. So we're just going to light this torch up here as well. Again, you have to go up and down the stairs, try and find the prompt. We're just going to skip these guys. So essentially you're just going to kill them, and then you're going to light this. This is the second one. This isn't needed for any collectibles or anything. This is moving the story forward. There you go, that's the second of 4. Now as we walk back down here, you're going to see to my left there is one of those explosive crystals. There it is. Well, it's directly ahead, it's the left of the character there, that one. We're going to be dealing with those later, and that does take quite a long time. I have cut out all of the running back and forth, but in real time when you're going to be doing it, it's going to take you about 10 minutes of running backwards and forwards. It's ridiculous. It's not a puzzle, it's just awkward. So I'll be showing you that in a minute. First we're going to just set that up, because it's a big setup you need to do. We're just going to go down here and get this small chest while we're doing that. So we've just come down this track here, and there's the chest. The treasure map is a lot later on in this mission, in this level, so that's why everything's not marked on there yet. So this is proper worship, another side mission or side task. You can kill all of these fleas around this this statue. You can see all of the souls are going into one of those soul caches just above me there. It's red now, so we can actually blow it up. And when you do that, you complete the objective. And that's it. Simple as that for that one. Epic chest up here. This is a Flamebrand. This is a special move for Strife, I believe. I think it's the one where you hold triangle. So you may get, and I think I do, yeah, cut this bit out. So sometimes there are trap chests like that, but this is Flamebrand. And I think if you just hold triangle while you are Strife, you'll do, yeah, the flame attack. So that's that one now. So here's the first one where you actually need a special ability. This is, you need Void Bomb, which you do actually get on this mission, but it's later on, so you can come back and do this. If this is your first time, you're going to get this later on, then you can come back and do this later, so don't worry about that. And essentially what you're doing is not trying to keep straight. If you played Portal 2, you know what we're doing right now, or Portal in general. We're basically trying to get momentum, and then we're going to grab that boatsman's coin that was above us, and we'll be using those later on. That's why we've just set that up to because we'll be using those with a weight and getting even higher, because there's a key above that boatsman's coin. So here's an item chest just tucked away. Don't need these for anything, but again, we're doing 100%, so we're going to get it. Next is the Frozen Fleas Group 2. Just 3 or 4 of them here. I think sometimes you can sort of see them. They're not up here. They're just to the right here. So if you follow the map around, you can see just one there as I'm stood next to him. But 2 or 3 break out. So it's kind of weird. There's actually 3 there, I think, that it counts. But you can only actually see one in a crystallized state. So that's that done. That's where it was, there-ish. It's horrible, the map control, it's so sensitive. But yeah, that's why I'm flapping around sometimes. Another boatsman's coin here, very out in the open. There is a demon or something here guarding it, but you're not going to see me fight it. I'm going to skip this one. It's going to appear, there he is. Just get rid of him. Oh no, I think I do leave this one. I do leave this in because it's quite a quick fight. So if you blast them, if you do have the shot blast, it does stun them, which is pretty good for those demons. I think that's why I left this one, and just so I could explain that, to be honest. And then finish him, because it's got a pretty cool finisher for that one. Now, Trickster Key 1 of 2 is up here. Now this is where we're going to be coming back to a lot, so remember where we are. We're basically east, and we need to go west, and keep going east and west. You're going to see it later on, but first we're just going to get this Trickster Key, which you need War for. So you're going to grab this bomb, then you're going to throw it here, and then you're going to grab another bomb, and not drop down like I do. I don't know why I did this. I completely lost focus of what I was doing, but that's too low now. You're going to see what happens in a minute. You need to light this fire, and then we're going to jump up and completely mess it up. We're going to realise we've messed up, and we're just going to blow everything up anyway. But essentially what you need to do is chain them together. You can use the bombs on other walls to change the direction of the blade and get it around obstacles, and that's essentially what we're doing. But what I needed to do was have it high up so it didn't hit the wall, like that. So try again. And you might need to back off a bit just so you get the angle right. There you go. And it's going to bounce across and blow up those. And that's what we're going to be doing a lot of in a minute. So there's the Trickster Key. So I'm going to show you the path this first time, and this first time only. Is going to be cut out after this. But you want to change to Strife. He's a lot faster. You carry one of these things with War, it's very slow. So we're going to run off to the left, all the way back to that wall I showed you before, near that second beacon. Run. Unfortunately, you cannot use a horse while you're carrying one of these. You can on the way back, so make sure you do that just to speed the process up a bit. The horse will disappear once you get hit to here, though. Can't ride horses anymore. So here we go. Here's the first wall. So you break this one down, and then you find out that there is actually a second wall. But behind this first one is the boatman's coin, so you can get that first. And there's the second wall that you can see. And obviously the torches aren't in line with this second wall, so even if you do have a bomb thrown at it, you're not going to be able to ignite it. So what you need to do, we're going to skip, but basically you're going to run back, you're going to bring another bomb back, you're going to throw one onto the wall, onto the exploding wall, and you go and get another one, and you're going to throw it on this wall here. So you're going to change the direction of the blade again, and you're going to try and line these up. Hold L2, and then you can sort of move, and then L2. You don't need to be aiming the whole time, you can let go and then re-aim afterwards. And that's Healthstone 1 of 4, and yet again there is another wall, so we need to do some more backtracking to go and get some more bombs. You can actually do this again with just 2 bombs, and that's the way I'm going to show you. So there is a Trickster Key behind there, so you're going to want to do this. Basically going to run, you're going to throw a bomb right on the corner, try and get it on this edge here, there, to give you the easiest time. You can get another one, throw it on this wall. Now it might take a few attempts to get this, but you're going to want to light the lamp and then just try and just move, and then when you hear the sound of it marking it, and then throw it. These enemies are going to appear. Now the Trickster Key is up behind this wall, kind of. There's actually loads of bombs now. There's another wall, a 4th one, but there is an exploding bomb here. These going to keep respawning. So here's the other wall. Blow that up, and then you're going to need to wait. So I'm going to show you how it goes wrong. You might take a few attempts, we might get this first time. It can sort of be a bit, I don't want to say glitchy, but it just sort of is very sensitive. Basically, you want to grab one of these bombs and then jump onto those portals I opened out earlier on. You need to jump into this one to get your height, but sometimes once you bounce down, it kills your speed like that. If that does happen or keeps happening, change to War and use him. It just seemed to, this was the first time I used War, and it just seemed to work. So you need to get that extra momentum by carrying that bomb. It makes you heavier basically, but it does blow up, so you can't keep going. But there you go, that's Trickster Key 2 of 2. But yeah, if you keep falling off, just loop back round and keep trying, and you will get it eventually. You need to hit that clean, that portal. Try and jump off exactly where I did, and you'll get it. So now we're going to get a boatman's coin. Again, here's another portal. You will be able to do this later on in this mission. Just going to get rid of this guy. He's a bit of a tank. Don't know why I left this one in. Must have been a reason. I think it was pretty quick. There we go. And yeah, that was why. Because of that weird glitch. Just fell through the floor. I have no idea. Anyway. Yeah, same again, portal. We're basically just using this so we can get to the top area. Keys. Get rid of these couple of fleas here. And this area is a double puzzle. But first we're going to get the boatman's coin, which is just up to the north next to this gate. You can see it there. That's where we are. It's kind of off the map. It's a bit of a weird one. It's not exactly where it is. Now this key opens up this gate, and obviously you're going to use this blade to light these sconces or torches around the area. You're going to want to light all 4 of them. There's 2 next to the gate, and then there's 2 behind me as well. So just do a circle and you're going to hit all 4 of them, and that's going to make the Limbo chest appear, along with a lot of angry demons. But we're not going to watch this one, we are going to skip right past them. But essentially you're just going to want to kill those and then open up the Limbo chest, which is going to get you a bunch of creature cores. Now we're not actually done with this puzzle. There is another small chest that we're going to get. A bit more difficult this time, as the time is limited with how long the torches stay lit. So I'm going to show you that it's up in this top corner here, just to the right of where we are. You know, want to light just two on the right, the two torches on the right, the one in front and then behind, and then quickly run down and relight these two torches. There's one there and there's one a bit further up. You will catch it while you're aiming, and that will make the small chest appear. We need all four of those torches lit, or maybe just the far one, but all four will be lit at the same time. See, those two actually stay lit, so if you get that third one, you're going to be able to do the fourth one without a problem. Next is a boatman's coin. Can't miss this. It's the jump across towards the Trickster door. But before we go and get the Trickster door, we are going to get the trophy Close the Rift. So it's very obvious what the rift is. So as soon as you come over here, you'll see it. You press circle to interact with it, and then two, I want to say special enemies, just two different ones that aren't very common in the game at all, will appear. They're pretty tough, so I'm going to leave this in because they are part of the actual side mission. This is the only side mission in the mission on this level, but you do actually get a trophy for closing the rift as well. Closing the rift just basically means kill these two, interact with the rift, and then just kill these two. I'm making this look a lot more difficult than it actually is, but here we go. I'm just waiting for the prompt. Get those executions. They're really cool. So yeah, you're just going to see it. It will finish. You'll see it in the right hand side of the screen. As soon as I kill this guy, it'll say complete, and that's essentially all you would do, and you would get the trophy at that point. These little guys don't matter, but we're just going to take care of those anyway. And then we're going to get the Frozen Flea mag group number 3. It says group, but there is only one, and this is, if you are missing one, this is probably the one. He's the only one that doesn't break out voluntarily. There we go. He's here on the right hand side, left hand side of the Trickster door. You need to actually hit this ice. You can see you'll see it in a moment. The ice there. You need to hit it to get him to come out. He is the only one you need to do that with. The rest of them will break out of the ice on their own. And here's the Trickster door. You need 3 keys for this one. You have only 2 in this level. You should have them already if you are up here. If you don't have enough, you will just have to come back. You can buy some from Vulgrim. If you haven't done that already, you can buy 3 from him. So in here is 3 small chests and 2 Healthstones. And you need to dash because it is windy, as you can see. So you need to dash around, and once you're up at the top, the wind is quite slow, pushing you back, so you'll have plenty of time. So you want to get 1 Healthstone, 1 chest, and then move over to the right, get the other Healthstone, and the other chest, and then the last chest, the 3rd chest, is on the way back out. There we go. So not a bad little Trickster door, that one. Just show you with the map. There we go. There's everything that you need to find. And then we're going to get out of here and get some more Frozen Fleas. So again, you do need the Void Bomb to come up here, but you do get it during this mission later on. So you can come back here very soon afterwards. We're basically going back, making a bit of a mess of it, but we're going back to that central part where we started, there, and then we're going to run past and down to the southeast, I suppose, and there's going to be these ones here. Just again 4, I think there's 4 here, but here's where we are, just off here, off to the right hand side. And then there's 3 or 4, 3, 4. So yeah, I haven't done an exact count, but there are only very specific places where they do appear. So that's why I've done them in groups. Here is a Tremor Gauntlet plate. You will need the Tremor Gauntlet for this, obviously, and that is level 7. Mission 7, then you get that. So if you don't have it, you will have to come back. Having that is not going to help you because you need Aether Spark as well for this puzzle, and you need to get to mission 11 for that. So you're going to have to come back up here after mission 11, and you're going to use the Aether Spark to open this gate up. Sorry, not the gate. You open up the crystals, then you're going to use War and his blade to open up these crystals, open the gate up, and then you're going to use the Aether Spark quickly, very quickly now, to get through the gate. And there's actually a blue laser in the middle, so you need to go off to the right or the left. You just saw the block there. If you go straight through that gate, it will get knocked out and you'll have to try again. So you need to go to the left or the right and hit that Aether Spark key at the back. Might take you a couple of goes, but you've got plenty of time to do it. You're not in a rush. And up here is going to be Epic Chest number 2, and it's going to have an Armour shard in it. And then straight after that, as we jump back down in a moment after we take care of these, as you can see on the left, there is another Boatman's coin. There, just for the sake of the people using the timestamps, here's some more map. And there we go. Actually, five on that one. Some more frozen fleas now. Basically, just go back up the same way we came and then drop down a bit quicker. And then we're going to head up towards the third beacon. Go the long way around. Well, it's not the long way, it's just the main path, because we're going to come back around the other side afterwards. The frozen fleas aren't until after this this torch, this beacon. So that's why it's come up next. They're just the next thing we'll be getting. I'm just going to show you this now. If you go next to the beacon here and jump up onto this step, the demons and the fleas can't get you anymore. So I thought I'd just leave that in for a moment and show you that in case you have any trouble for any reason. So there you go. So once you take care of them, just do the normal thing, like the torches. Get this one on. No, wrong way round. Oh, it is annoying. You can sort of do L2 and come the other way, or you can do L2 and let go of aim, and then re-aim once you're aiming up what you want to hit, rather than do it all in one circle. There you go, that's 3. And now we're going to go to the south of here, just around the corner basically. There's going to be a pink crystal, and in front of the pink crystal is another group of frozen fleas. So you can see where we are now. We've come down, that's where the beacon was, and then we've come round and we've got here. So you're going to need Tremor Gauntlet here in a moment once we've done these fleas. Just the 2 here, and then you need Tremor Gauntlet for the Boatman's coin. So you're going to smash that and you jump up, and then you need it again to hit this plate. The coin is directly behind us, you can see it there. So you're going to jump up, grab the coin, and then we're going to use this plate a couple more times now. I'm going to get a Healthstone, which is a bit more difficult. It's directly ahead of us. You're going to need to jump up, but don't move towards, but switch to your grab the bomb and drop back down. That might take you a couple of goes, but don't try and move towards the bomb. Just jump straight up, switch to the grab that, and grab the bomb and throw it straight across. And then as you glide across, you will see the Healthstone. And that is 4 of 4 for this mission. But do not jump down. We will be jumping to the left in a moment. And that's going to be for another Boatman's coin. Bit of a long jump. I always like to use Strife for jumping and running because he just seems more agile. There it is on that plinth. Again, you do need Tremor Gauntlet for all of the things we've just gotten. So if you don't have it, you'll have to come back after doing mission 7. Next is another coin, and as you can see, is a big group of frozen fleas. So the coin is in the middle. As soon as you step into them, they're going to start breaking. You can see it there on the counter on the right hand side. So here's where we are. They're all the way down here. Big group of them. I would just like to run through them and get them all to sort of funnel. Makes it easier. And wipe them all out. So we're nearly done with this, the top surface. We're going to be going into the dungeon very shortly. I'm just going to get a couple of chests. They're pretty close to each other. There's one up here. There it is. And you can see the other one has been marked on the map now because we're very close to it. But the other one is a bit more difficult because it's being guarded by one of those demons. He's not going to wake up until you open the chest. So it's up to you whether you kill him before or after. But we're going to do it after. I wanted to see he definitely woke up, and he does. But pretty quickly. Knock him back. Charge the gun. Nope, can't get a second knockback. Run away! So yeah, once you've got the charge on, they go down very quickly. And then, yeah, I think this is it for... Yeah, this is it for the surface. We're just going to light the 4th beacon now, which is just down here. Which does have a fight. We're going to skip. Don't need to watch that. There it is. We're just going to skip over these guys. Ta-da! And then we're going to light the thing. The only one that's on fire is across here, so you're going to have to throw sort of behind you. So yeah, you see me sort of drop the aim and then re-aim. That's probably the best way to do these beacons, to be honest. And then we're going to go back to that centre part where we started and go into the dungeon. Dungeon is a nice linear area after this big open bit. So it's a lot easier to find out where you're going. And you see in the top corner now, if you are here for the first time on this mission, I have like beast mode enabled. Not enabled, but ready to be enabled because I've charged it up by killing enemies. I will not be using that because you won't have it if you're doing this the first time, so it wouldn't be fair because the boss is coming up and I just destroy it with that. So here right at the start of the cave you can see there's another group, just the 3 frozen fleas here, so we'll get rid of those, and then we're going to do a bit of jumping around for another coin. So you want to get this coin first. Don't go north towards the gate. You want to go down to this bottom coin here because a wind starts once all the enemies come, and it makes this one more difficult. As you can see, it's pretty difficult. I'm jumping around all over the place in a minute because the depth is weird. You can't really tell where it is. It is a weird one. But if you go just sort of there and fly down, you'll get it. But yeah, get that one before setting these enemies off. And get this one as well. This one's not too bad. You can get this one afterwards. But as soon as you go towards those steps there, all of these frozen fleas are going to unfreeze. And you're going to have to kill them all. So here, this big area now, there's a lot of frozen fleas. You don't need to do anything to unfreeze them. It's going to happen as just part of this big fight. I'll just show you the start here. You take them out in waves. And then once everyone's gone, you just carry on. But they will all unfreeze. You don't need to go looking around or anything. It's just part of the fight. The only one you really needed to worry about was that one by the Trickster door. He's probably the one you missed if you did miss any. So small chest here as soon as you go through. And then to the right of us is one of those blue and red walls, which is a point of no return. Although you can return, it just means right now. So don't worry, you can go back to the rest of the mission later on. It's just for this little run section here. jumping across all the platforms. It's just shutting you off. But once you're over here, and then you're going to open up a portal, which will take you right back to the beginning of this dungeon. So you can go back out, so don't worry about that. Because we will be getting the Void Bomb very shortly. And that will allow you to go and do the puzzles we did, if you haven't done them already. So here's the treasure map, right at the end of the mission. Pretty useless at this point, so that's where we've just been all the way across there. And then you can see everything up. Everything will be marked now. Here's small chest 10 of 10. And then we need to jump across here. Don't try and jump to the second plinth just because the wind is really strong. Just sort of jump as far as you can and fly and glide towards the wall. Just ignore that second plinth. Makes that bit easier. I'm going to go and get a gear chest now. This is obviously part of the story. You'll be getting this anyway. This is the Void Bomb. Won't be in there for me because I already have it. I'll just get some more souls. There, you can see it's dropping down. And there we go. So we'll start doing a bit of puzzling with the Void Bomb now. Bit of a demo. Not a very nice demo, to be honest. It's not an easy shot, this first one. This one's okay, but this ice one, you need to stand in a very specific place to hit this portal here. And it's on that left hand side. You can see it's quite a difficult shot. So try and stand there if you're having a problem. And then we're going to use the bombs. It's going to show us how the bombs work with the portals. You can throw bombs through portals and they will blow up things in the way. So that's what we are going to do now. So this group of frozen fleas we're coming towards now, I believe, is the last group. So you will tick that. It's not a side mission, that quest off, and you'll be able to cash it in for some rewards. So here they are. Again, this is another instance where they will unfreeze automatically. You don't need to do anything. It will happen in stages though. They come in waves. I think it's waves of 5. So you try and leave and they'll sort of break in waves of 5. You can see the counter there on the right hand side is counting them up as they break. Break out. I'm going to show all of this bit. There is a demon in a minute, but they're quite easy. You should dealt with a few of them by now. You do get pretty decent iframes in this game, so dashing through their attacks is R2 dash. So there you can see they've all broken out now. So you've got 60-60 there, it's completed. So that was all of the demons, not the demons, sorry, the flea mags or fleas. That's all of them done, all the frozen ones. Yeah, you do get pretty decent iframes, so these guys you can just sort of dash through with L2 whenever they come towards you, and they'll not get you, so he completely misses. And take him out. So yeah, you don't actually need to kill the fleas by the looks of it, because I did get the complete there just for unfreezing them. And there's a core, which is pretty good. Again, you should be always collecting the cores. Here's the item chest, and then you can see to the right of that is going to be the penultimate boatsman's coin. There is another one, and it's after the boss fight. There it is. And then there's this secret area down here. You can see the pink crystals up at the top of the screen there. This is obviously a Tremor Gauntlet point, so if you don't have it, you will have to come back. And this is for a Limbo chest, so it's not essential. It is just an extra thing. There's just creature cores in Limbo chests, so don't worry about coming back for this one. It's not 100% needed for any trophies or anything. But if you want everything, you're going to have to come back. So we're just going to open that up. And a blue crystal has turned up now, so we can fly back up. And then move on to the Molten Hound boss fight, which I have left in. Again, I do have beast mode. I can't remember what it's called. Just to the left there, sorry, is a portal right back to the start of this dungeon, which means you can, before the boss fight or after, it doesn't really matter, go back to the main snowy area and do everything you needed to do there if you've only just gotten the Void Bomb. I'm just going to move straight on to do this Molten Hound. Yeah, I don't use the R1, R2 super move because you might not have it, and that wouldn't be fair, would it? Although we are playing on easy. Even on difficulty, the strategy doesn't change really. You just sort of circle around him and just dash through his attacks. Pretty easy really, nothing special. See how long you have to actually wait for the dash. You can just leave it quite late. I always seem to use Strife, Strife on, I'm thinking of Strafe then, but that's something else that we're doing. For bosses, it just seems easier to keep your distance and shoot them. I know it's going to be slower, but I don't really use War much at all because I like to do it from a distance. I like twin stick shooters really, and that's what this is essentially when you're using Strife. Don't bother with the little enemies, just keep your aim on the Hound, and as soon as he dies, everything else dies. So there's no need to, even though that one, the Magus, that is dead, but there we go. Yeah. So the last Boatman's coin is just off to the left of me, but you need to activate this Void Bomb portal to not get it, but to finish the mission anyway. So you'll be going up here regardless. So you might as well get that one first. And here we go. Here's there's the boss fight. There's the coin, and that is it. That is this mission done. We're just gonna jump up here. I'm gonna show you the map of the complete mission. The complete map. Everything's ticked off. There we go. There's the Limbo chest underneath, and there's everything else. Nice. Right, the rest of it is literally just finishing this little puzzle here with a Void Bomb. Just chuck it through. It's going to activate the key. Weirdly, the first one doesn't. I don't know what was going on. Let's have a look if we can see it this time. I do throw it. It does hit, but it doesn't explode. So I don't know what's going on. Throw another one through and it explodes. But anyway, there we go. You can see it's worked this time. And then the second one happens as well. So just interact with that, and that is the end of this level. That is the Icebind Cavern done. So we are moving on to mission 5. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.